What are you doing? I hope you're well. In this video we're going to build a Boss pedal board that you may have had in 1985. 1985 was a cool year. Middle of the 80s. Live Aid. Some great chart music. And other things like that. I think was it Sinclair electric bike came out then. Yeah, lots of innovative things to make life easier that now look like antiques. So let's start off. The first pedal is going to be the Cs2 Compression Sustainer. These technically came out in 1982, replacing the CS1. Different type of circuit. Yeah, this is a good place to start with that. They were to be phased out the year after by the CS3. Next, we're going to put in a turbo overdrive, an OD2. This is the R type, which has the remote. These actually came out in 1994, I think, but the OD2 original pedal came out in 1985. I don't have a 1985 original, but technically it's the same thing except for the remote switch, which is very, very handy on this one. Or else you'd have to switch it by bending down and turning the turbo knob on and off. A bit weird. Next is the classic Dc2 Dimension C. This is a beautiful chorus, very sought after today, and it just defines the 80s. This one is a true stereo chorus, and it only has 4 presets. There is a new Waza version. Excellent pedal, and a must-have in a collection. Next up is the HF2 high band flanger. This shifts the effect up 1 octave, giving you a mild flange, unlike the BF2, which was quite heavy. I like these. They don't overdo it. Flanger was another thing in the 80s that people used a lot. Next is the Ph2 Phaser. This was Boss's take on a Mutron biphase or something like that. Phasing wasn't as popular in the 80s as you think. Not the kind of 70s swooshes and stuff like that people like Pink Floyd were using. 80s was synth-driven pop. Guitars are very choppy and clean and stuff, but and chorus drenched, obviously. But yeah, this has its own voice. Very interesting phaser. And finally, a delay is the DM3. This was the successor to the DM2. This one came out in 1984 and was the last analog delay made by Boss. They've released a Waza version of the DM2, well worth investigating, but a lot of people like the DM2. They say it's the classic. This one has noise reduction. It's a little bit cleaner. I like this one. I've had it for nearly 10 years and it's a cracking delay pedal. Very hard to beat it. It just sounds right to me. So here they are, all sitting pretty on the board. All we got to do now is wire them up. All linked and nicely daisy chained. Now I must get some power in there and connect them to an amp. And that amp is going to be the orange Rocker Verb 50. And the guitar is the 2001 Fender Standard. Okay, we're good to go. A little bit of amp reverb on here. to number 4. The high band. Second mode, much more aggressive. Finally, the DM3. Yeah, so if you had all these pedals in 1985, that's the sound you would have got. So thanks for watching, take care, feel free to subscribe.